Now that you understand the power of consistency, let's go deeper. Let's talk about what happens after you start. Because starting is easy. Staying is hard. The first few days, you're excited, motivated. You've made your plan. You're feeling unstoppable. But then reality kicks in. Distractions show up. Doubt creeps in. And that little voice says, "Is this even working?" Let me ask you a question. Do you pull a seed out of the soil because it hasn't sprouted in 2 days? No, you water it, you nurture it, you trust the process. That's how consistency works. It's not a microwave, it's a slow cooking fire. And the ones who win are the ones who stay by the flame, stops showing up. You see, most people never stay long enough to see the breakthrough. They stop right before the magic happens, and that's the tragedy. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Thomas Edison. The wall of boredom. There's a hidden enemy of consistency. It's not just laziness or distraction, it's boredom. Doing the same thing over and over can feel dull. No surprises, no fireworks, just repetition. But here's what separates the greats. They fall in love with the process. Kobe Bryant didn't just shoot because he loved the result. He loved the repetition. He loved the grind. And that's what you have to learn. How to stay committed when the excitement wears off. Because the real growth, it's not in the highlight reels. It's in the hidden hours, the quiet mornings, the nights where no one is watching, and you show up anyway. That's where greatness is born. Champions are #the identity shift. Consistency isn't about doing something. It's about becoming someone. Let that sink in. You don't just write. You become a writer. You don't just train. You become an athlete. You don't just study. You become a disciplined learner. When you show up consistently, you're not just changing your habits, you're changing your identity. And once your identity shifts, the behavior becomes automatic. Think of it this way. When you brush your teeth every morning, do you need motivation? No. It's part of who you are. That's the goal with everything you want to become. You want to be fit? Be the person who doesn't skip workouts. You want success? Be the person who outworks everyone else. The ripple effect. When you become consistent in one area, something beautiful happens. It spills into every other part of your life. You start waking up earlier. You feel more focused. You speak with more confidence. You trust yourself more. Because deep down you know, you're someone who follows through. You become unstoppable. Not because of talent, not because of luck, but because you've built the most powerful trait in the world, self-discipline. And once you have that, you can do anything. Let me tell you something powerful. If you're persistent, you will get it. If you're consistent, you will keep it. Harvey Mackay. Persistence gets you in the door. Consistency keeps you in the room. What breaks consistency? Now let's talk about what destroys consistency, because if you don't guard it, you'll lose it. Here are the most common consistency killers. 1. Unrealistic expectations. You want instant results. You think success comes in a week. You think 30 days is enough to transform your life. It's not. The truth? Real success takes months of patience, years of effort, and daily commitment. Set realistic expectations. Celebrate small wins. Because when you aim for long-term greatness, short-term setbacks won't shake you. 2. Perfectionism. You think you have to be perfect. One missed day, you panic, you give up. But guess what? Perfection is the enemy of progress. Consistency isn't about never missing a day. It's about getting back up every time you do. One bad day doesn't ruin your journey. Quitting does. 3. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison will steal your energy. Your timeline is not their timeline. Your journey is yours. Stay in your lane. Run your race. Just because someone else is ahead doesn't mean you're behind. They just started earlier, or they stayed consistent longer. Keep going. 4. Lack of purpose. If your why is weak, your willpower will be too. You must have a reason, a vision, A fire burning so strong that even on your worst days, you remember why you started. So ask yourself, why does this matter to me? Make it personal. Make it powerful. What happens when you don't give up? Let's imagine something. You commit today. You stay consistent for 6 months, then 1 year, then 2 years. Where will you be? Answer: unrecognizable. Not because you found some magic trick, but because you did the boring work, the hard work, day in and day out. While others stopped, you kept moving. While others waited to feel ready, you acted. And now you're living a life others only dream about. That's the power of consistency. Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time. John C. Maxwell. Final challenge. So now the question is, will you keep watching videos about success, or will you become success? Will you chase motivation every week, or will you build discipline that never dies? Here's your challenge. Pick one goal. Start small. Show up every single day for 30 days. Doesn't matter if it's 5 minutes. Just don't miss. Prove to yourself that you can stick with something. Because once you do it once, you can do it again, and again, and again. That's how legends are made. A message to the quitters. Maybe you've quit in the past. Maybe you've broken promises to yourself. Maybe you've said, "I'll never be consistent. I always give up." Let me tell you something. That version of you is gone, buried today, because now you know the truth. Consistency isn't something you're born with. It's something you build, one choice at a time, one day at a time. You're not weak. You're not lazy. You're just one decision away from changing your life. And that decision is this: don't stop. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because your future self is waiting, and they're begging you, don't let them down. Let's end with this. Let these words tattoo your heart. Consistency is what transforms average into excellence. Unknown. You don't need to be extraordinary to start. You need to start to become extraordinary. So take the first step, then take the next. And when it gets hard, take another. That's how empires are built. That's how lives are changed. That's how dreams are realized. Brick by brick, day by day, with consistency. So go, build the habit, live the vision, be the one who never quits. Because the world isn't waiting for perfect people. It's waiting for consistent ones.